taking the time out and the space to practice that mind body connection so you can improve your body awareness is going to help you again as you move throughout whatever journey that you're on. It's going to help for you to feel more competent in what you're doing. You're going to be able to do things with more safety, so you know that you're not moving incorrectly or in a way that is straining the body or putting the body at risk for injury. And you're going to be able to build on top of what you're doing. Hey everyone, it's Rashida and Marshall. Thank you so much for checking out this video. For those who are new, welcome, hello. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all future videos. And for those who are returning, thank you as always. You know, I say it in every single video. I'm so glad that you all are returning and you're continuing to enjoy the content, and I hope you enjoy what I have for you today. So we are going to go through a quick chat on body awareness. I wanted to talk about the importance of body awareness, some things that can, maybe throw that off depending on where you are in life or things that you might have experienced or gone through, ways that we can work on it and improve it. And then I also wanted to take us through a quick mind-body exercise that can help for us to work on body awareness at any time, no matter where you are. So body awareness is very beneficial to have, very important to work on. It helps for you to be aware of your place in space. I like to say it that way. So whether you are sitting, standing, if you're moving just throughout your normal day-to-day activities, if you're learning a new exercise or a new movement, if you are training your body, there's, all those different times and spaces in which we are moving and utilizing our physical selves. Having body awareness can let you know, does something feel off? Do you feel pretty good? Are you upright the way you want to be? Are you rounding forward, which is why your back hurts? Or are you performing this exercise correctly? Are you taking up too much space or whatever you're trying to do? Or do you feel like you have a sense of balance and control over how you're moving, and many things in between. So having that mind-body connection to your physical self not only helps for you to have a sense of confidence and control, but it also helps for you to be more stable. It helps for you to be more grounded, and it helps for you to move more successfully throughout whatever it is you're trying to do. And that's a great way to have that sense of autonomy over ourselves, So especially if you're learning something new, being able to take the time to assess what's happening in the body is really helpful as you continue to learn, whatever new modality or movement you might be taking in at that time. For some of us, there are a mix of reasons as to why we may not have ideal body awareness or the awareness that we may want. So maybe you had a recent injury or something from the past or a surgery or something, and your body never quite went back to the way it was, or maybe you didn't have the rehabilitation or the therapy that would have been helpful at that time. Maybe you are recently postnatal, or you could be several years removed from having your last child, and maybe you weren't able to carve out that time in your schedule to focus again on your body. Maybe you were so busy being a new mom and handling all these different responsibilities that you weren't able to create time and space for physical activity and exercise or whatever. And as you get back into that part of your life, maybe you're feeling that sense of disconnect, It could be that you're someone who hasn't really been that physically active throughout the majority of your life. So getting into exercise and movement is really new to you, and maybe you're trying to figure out, well, what should I be feeling, or how do I know if I'm doing this right, or if I'm hinging at the hips, or if I'm reaching my arms up without my shoulders shrugging up. It's very little things sometimes that just kind of take some practice for you to feel confident in what you're doing. And if you haven't had that experience in the past, it might take a little longer for you to get to a place where you feel confident in your body movement. So those are some things. And of course, there are many others that could be a reason. So whatever the case is, whatever your reason is, taking the time out and the space to practice that mind body connection so you can improve your body awareness is going to help you again as you move throughout whatever journey that you're on. It's going to help for you to feel more competent in what you're doing. You're going to be able to do things with more safety, so you know that you're not moving incorrectly or in a way that is straining the body or putting the body at risk for injury. And you're going to be able to build on top of what you're doing. So some things that can be really helpful include mind-body exercise routines or mind-body exercise styles that will help for you to take the focus on, connecting the breath to the movement and moving slowly and gently as you go into a stretch or as you go into a certain rep. So something like Pilates or yoga or Tai Chi or guided stretch routines or meditations that again bring that focus to the body so you can address, what's happening. So the exercise that I wanted to take us through is a body scan. This can be really helpful for connecting the mind to different parts of the body, releasing tension, connecting to your breath. This is something that you can do whenever it feels best for you. So what I want for you to do in this moment, I want you to find just a comfortable seated position where you are. So maybe that's the feet planted down on the ground so you're able to sit up tall. Maybe you're in a crisscross seated position, meditative style, with your hands resting on the knees. If your feet are planted down, allow those hands to rest comfortably on the front of the legs. If you are reclined, go ahead and just let your body melt down into the bed or the couch or the floor, wherever you are, with the arms resting down by the sides. If you're walking, find a nice quiet place where you can stroll, maybe without a lot of distractions, and just let the body feel lifted while the arms hang heavy from the sides. So if it feels okay for you and if you're comfortable, go ahead and let the eyes close, or maybe you gaze down with heavy eyelids. So I want you to take a moment here to take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Again, deep breath in and exhale. Go ahead and move through one more breath, maybe placing the palm on the belly to feel the belly expand. And exhale, pressing the air out. Now from here, I want you to just allow the hands to rest comfortably wherever they may be. And now bring your attention down to your feet. Maybe you roll the ankles. Maybe you'd like to crunch the toes together, contracting those muscles. And then use an exhale to release. Wiggle the toes. Maybe you'd like to roll the ankles a few times in one direction, a few times in the opposite direction. And now just let your feet rest. Maybe they just sway out to the side, or maybe they're heavy on the ground. And now go ahead and move up to your calf muscles. So from here, I just want you maybe just shake the calf muscles a little bit. Maybe you tighten and contract those muscles. Maybe you point the toes now so you can get a little more work throughout the back of the legs. If you're walking, see how it feels as you take each step, feeling the calf muscles working as you move forward. Just take a moment to bring your attention to that area of the body. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. So now let's move up the legs. So go ahead and move to the upper legs, to the glutes, seeing how your quad muscles feel. How do your hamstrings feel? Maybe you tighten, feel like you're pulling the kneecaps up as you contract the quads. Or maybe you straighten the legs and see how it feels to find length through the hamstrings. Maybe you'd like to tighten the glute muscles where you're seated, or maybe as you're reclined, feel like you're squeezing. Or maybe if you're walking, you're feeling the work of these muscles as you move with each step. You now gently relax. Feel those muscles releasing any tension that they might have been holding, maybe shaking them out. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And now let's move to the torso. So I want you to focus now on the core, the back, the chest, and just take a moment to see how you're feeling here. Maybe you need a nice roll of the shoulders, drawing them up and around to the ears. Maybe you feel that you want to open the chest, draw the shoulder blades together. Maybe draw the shoulders down. See if you can connect to your lat muscles, feeling the muscles in the back working. Maybe you want to go into a gentle twist to each side. Maybe a lateral stretch as you tilt over. Just take a moment to move through the torso, twisting and leaning and turning, maybe rounding a bit. Maybe you contract the abdominal muscles, bringing your hands to that area. See what feels best. Just take a moment to notice how you're feeling in this part of the body. When you're ready, steady, take another deep inhale and exhale. And now let's move up to the neck. Just taking a moment to see how it feels on the sides as you bring one ear towards the shoulder, getting a stretch. Maybe one side is a little more tight than the other. Or maybe it feels good just to roll the head from side to side, bringing chin to chest as you allow the head to sweep to each direction. Or maybe you just want to turn to each side, looking to each shoulder. And you can even maybe scrunch the shoulders up towards the ears. And as the shoulders draw down, feel length throughout the side of the neck. Notice how that feels. And then again, maybe the shoulders draw up to the ears and then draw down, feeling length, feeling like you're getting a little taller. Just seeing how that feels after a few of those movements. When you're ready, let's move through another breath. Deep breath in and exhale. And now let's move to the face and head. So take a moment just to tune into what you're feeling in the facial muscles. So do you feel like the eyebrows are scrunched together? If so, try to find a nice release at the forehead and just let the eyebrows melt down. Maybe you feel tension in the jaw. Do you feel like you're clenching? Is the tongue held to the top of the mouth? If so, find a release there, letting the jaw be heavy, letting the tongue rest. Do you want to shift the muscles, maybe moving around, maybe squeezing the eyes together, scrunching the face together, and then release. Just let the muscles of the face rest, melting down. And then here, take another deep breath in and exhale. Again, breathing in and release. Now let's use this moment to focus on any area of the body that we feel needs a little more attention. So whether it's the neck, side of the neck, whether it's your back muscles or the chest muscles, Maybe you would like to take a lateral stretch. Just take a moment to tune in, see what areas of the body are speaking to you right now. Continue flowing with your breath. And when you're ready, we're all going to take a deep breath in and exhale. One more, breathing in and exhale. And then when you're ready, we can open our eyes. And we are back. So that is a body scan routine that you can move through at any time, whether you are listening to this or if you remember kind of the flow and the order. You can do that at any time. If you're feeling stress, if you're feeling tension in the body, if you just kind of want to connect your breathing and find a meditative state to quiet your mind, that's a great way to connect to that body awareness. You know, as you went through, hopefully you were able to assess as you went through some of those, flows and body movements, what was needed, what felt good, what was a little uncomfortable, and what areas might need more attention as you are going through whatever your wellness journey is right now. So hopefully that is helpful, useful, and something you can revisit as you move forward. So thank you all so much for joining me, for listening to me, breathing with me, and I can't wait to share another video with you. So until then, you all have a good one. Bye.